Carbon monoxide, the colorless, odorless gas, is known as a silent killer. It's a danger not only in your home, but in your child's school, too.
25 investigators learned in the last 2 decades, firefighters have detected carbon monoxide hundreds of times inside Massachusetts schools.
Boston 25 news anchor Jason Law uncovered which schools do not have CO detectors and why the push is now underway to make them a requirement.
Early one morning in August, the carbon monoxide detectors inside this Westboro preschool began going off. The fire chief said an overnight cleaning crew had used propane-fueled equipment, leaving a strong trace of carbon monoxide all throughout the building. The daycare was not open and no one was hurt. But without CO detectors, the fire chief said no one would have known about the lingering, potentially lethal gas. According to state records, firefighters have been called to Massachusetts schools for carbon monoxide scares 347 times since 2001. Nearly half of those calls came in the last 5 years, and most of the incidents happened in elementary schools.
Most parents aren't aware that most schools in Massachusetts that carbon monoxide detectors are not required.
Douglas Fire Chief Kent Vinson knows the dangers of carbon monoxide all too well. In 2014, 16 kindergartners and 2 adults had to be rushed to a hospital for possible CO poisoning after a leak inside one of the town's buildings.
If I could have that incident in a small town like Douglas, what about an incident somewhere else in the state where the population at a school might be a lot larger?
State law requires new schools to be equipped with carbon monoxide detectors, but older schools don't have to have them. There's also no oversight, so state regulators don't know which schools have detectors and which don't. There are more than 280 school districts in Massachusetts. 25 investigators reached out to every one of them. And of the 84 that immediately responded to us, 1 in 5 said they did not have a CO detector in every building. Some districts like Brockton, Framingham, Hingham, and Foxborough don't have any carbon monoxide detectors at all. In Boston, only 8 out of the city's 125 schools have CO detectors.
So we're hoping we can correct that now.
This year, State Representative Brian Ash introduced a bill that would require all schools to have carbon monoxide detectors.
If we can do something that potentially saves children's lives, I mean, it would be irresponsible for us not to do it.
He's not the first lawmaker to try. Previous bills have gone nowhere. Ash says the reason is money.
After the scare here in Douglas back in 2014, Chief Vinson made sure to get carbon monoxide detectors hardwired into each of his schools. But it wasn't cheap. The chief says it cost $10,000 per school.
Of course, there's a cost with it, but I mean, when you look at the cost of lives, children's lives, I mean, you can't put a price tag on that.
And if the bill becomes law, Chief Vinson will fulfill a promise he made 5 years ago.
I've made a vow to myself and to the parents who had children affected that I would do everything I can immediately to make sure that there were carbon monoxide detectors in Douglas schools.
We talked with students and parents in Hingham, one of the districts that does not have CO detectors in its schools.
Carbon monoxide isn't something that you can sense. Detectors would be great to have.
Well, it would be nice to have it. I think at the end of the day, it's something that you probably build into future schools rather than retroactively spend a ton of money.
The Fire Chiefs Association of Massachusetts told 25 investigators the proposed bill makes significant strides towards protecting the life safety of the Commonwealth's school children and the mission we are all sworn to uphold. Now, we received responses from more than 80 school districts all across Massachusetts. To see which districts have detectors and which ones don't, you can head over to boston25.com right now. We've built a map so you can find your child's school. Jason Law, Boston 25 News.